Hello, welcome to cooking vlog number 8. This is gonna be the video where I use the homemade mayonnaise that I made yesterday. What we're gonna do is, to the mayonnaise we're gonna add some garlic. So it's gonna be 2 garlic cloves. We're gonna chop them up fine. The way I got it to be this fine is because I sprinkled a little bit of salt on it so that it would be easier for it to chop up. I'm gonna be adding that to the homemade mayonnaise, and we're gonna be cooking steak. So the first step that we're gonna do is we wanna season the steak. Because I'm using soy sauce in this dish and mayonnaise already has salt in it or whatever, and it's gonna all marinate into one. I don't want it to be overpowered with salt. So what we're gonna do is season the steak with meat tenderizer, some rosemary, some thyme, and ground black pepper. Okay, so the meat is seasoned. You may wonder why I didn't put any salt in it. Is because the meat tenderizer that I use, it's unsalted, but with meat tenderizer, those of you who use it, you know that it's salty regardless. And we're going to be using soy sauce for this, so there really isn't any reason to use salt. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the garlic to the mayonnaise. You could use a spoon and you could mix this in there. Make sure you get garlic all through it. Okay, to a pan with oil, what I'm going to do now is add in the steak. I'm going to fry it, get it brown on both sides. And over here, I have some sweet pepper, yellow sweet pepper, and onions, kind of sauteing in a pan with water and soy sauce. The reason I do this is because I don't like the flavor that sweet pepper gives. Sometimes it overpowers the food, so I like to cook my sweet pepper separate. Over here to go with this, I have a nice butter and herb rice going on here. I use this fine rice. It's called royal rice. I don't know exactly what kind of rice it is, but my parents don't like it because it's not Mahatma rice, so I use it. What it is basically is the same way how you cook white rice. You cook the butter and herb rice, but the only thing that you add in it is salt and some parsley, basil, Italian seasoning, and a large amount of butter instead of oil. So cook it the same way. You just don't add all that other stuff. Just add salt, Italian seasoning, parsley, basil, and butter. And you're gonna let that cook like a normal rice, and you're gonna get butter and herb rice. Okay, so the steak is nice and done. It's fried. What we're gonna do now is, to the same frying pan, we're gonna take out the pieces of fat that's left in it. We're gonna throw in I have a few slices of pickled ginger. I'm going to throw a few slices of that to let it fry with the rest of the oil that's left in the pan. Put in your pickled ginger. I'm going to put the pan on low heat. In my opinion, the pickled ginger will give it a nice complex taste. So we're going to fry the pickled ginger on low heat in the rest of this oil because it has the steak flavor. Now we're going to add in our mayonnaise. While it's on low heat, you want to kind of get the mayonnaise mixed up in the pickled ginger. So it's going to be scattered like that for lumps like that for a while until it cooks down. Because mayonnaise is basically a lot of oil. Okay, so now you could turn up the heat. We're going to add a half a cup of water into this. 1/4 soy sauce. 1/4 Worcestershire sauce. Take the whisk and we mix it all in there with the mayonnaise. To that, we're going to add in the onions and the sweet pepper that I sauteed a while ago. And then we're going to add in the steak. Okay, so we're going to let that cook on high heat for about 5 minutes on both sides. Okay, so I flipped it over, and once it's on high heat, all of the oil will rise to the top. So you can get a spoon and take out the excess oil and pour it in a bowl or cup or whatever. Now the trick to this dish is making sure that the meat is caramelized. What I mean by that is making sure that the meat is browned by the gravy itself. So after another 5 minutes, you want to flip that over. Then just keep on doing it until you get all of the gravy dried out. You should be good to go. Okay, so here you have it, the butter and herb rice and the steak made with the homemade mayonnaise. Alright, so I actually have a taste tester for real. As you can see, they already eat some of the food. So that you wouldn't believe I lie about it. So, it tastes good?
Yeah.
That's what mommy's saying, yeah.
Give me that. Some of the rice. Scoop up the rice in his plate like that. He eat it.
You never see footage like this, eh? But people actually talking other than me.
Let me taste the rice.
So they eating the food. So I guess it tastes good. I gotta try it too. Daddy!